Good, good morning. Good morning. Hold on. All right. I think we are live here this morning. Let's see. Hopefully we have the. Let me check the sound first. Yeah, we have the sound as well. And my video is. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me adjust the Zoom. There we go. Hopefully this should be better. All right. We have good. I think this is much better here. We have Gilbert from San Jose as well, California. And did you guys hear about the San Diego this morning? Right? They have an earthquake. Is it yesterday or this? Yeah, I think it's yesterday, right? I did have the earthquake, San Diego yesterday, and also we have friends from Los Angeles as well. We have SESA. Now, yep, you're not first. Actually, Nafi's come first today. All right. We have Finland. Our friends from Finland as well. Yeah, we got our friends from all over this morning. This morning we're gonna talk about niche duo. Okay, it's been a while we talk about duo, right? Yeah, so we're gonna talk about duo this morning. Should be interesting. The reason why I'm bringing out the niche duo because, due to the China tariff, I think this might be another good option. Okay, another option for buying a grinder, right? So if you're thinking about buying all the DF grinders, now is the time to buy, right? Before prices go up. Okay, and after that, who knows what's gonna happen? Okay, and that this one might be, yeah, might be the good option. Okay, niche duo. I know Bruce has one. How many people actually own niche duo right now? Yeah, let me know. Okay. So niche duo is very interesting grinder. Okay. Has a two birds in it, so you can go with the two options. You can go with the duo. You can go with a filter and espresso option in package, right? So it's about $100 more. Okay, it's about $100 more. But if you decide to go with only one birds, okay, filter or espresso, I definitely recommend you to go with the espresso rather than filter, okay? Because with the espresso bursts, you can do filter and espresso. But if you go with the filter coffee, you can only do filter pretty much. So you're gonna have more options. Filter bursts has, you get a better outcome comes to making coffee, but I like having the option of, doing both. Okay, so if I were you, if you're thinking about buying only one burst, go with the espresso only, okay, and not the filter version. All right, just like any other grinder, right? Any other grinder with your burr options. They're even like timer, 078 or 064, same thing. You're gonna have a couple different options there as well. Filter or espresso, unless if you are a big fan of filter, just the filter only, okay. So you have the case to just buy the filter grinder. But if you want to do both, just make sure go with the espresso option as well. Again, the niche zero is very popular. They're fantastic, by the way. I do enjoy niche zero, but I felt like duo came out about 2 years later. I wish they came out, okay, right away, but they waited too long. All right, but with the tariff in China, so DF83. So this is about, let's say, how much is it right now? Let me check the link here. Niche duo. 779. So 780. Okay, 780 for the niche duo, just the espresso burst. DF83. How much for DF83? It's about $700, right? Yeah. It's about $700 there. So, and the with tariff, so now you gotta be very competitive pricing, right? Actually, niche might be the cheaper option compared to all the DF grinders. So if you're new to the coffee, specialty coffee, there is a pretty much entry-level grinder. It could be, I mean, Fellow makes one, Brazza makes one, quite a few company makes one, Eureka makes one as well, okay? But most popular grinder right now for the single dose grinder is all the DF, okay, Torrent, okay, or DF64 is most popular, okay? But with all the tariff stuff, so those prices going up, we don't know how much, okay? Supposedly 145% tariff, but in reality is who knows how much, all right? Because DF grinder is about $400 range there, but actual cost is a lot less than that. So tariff is based on the invoice price, okay? Anyway, so Marshall said, I saw a custom foam from somebody who ordered niche, okay? And what Marshall say? Hey, Marshall, what are you trying to say there? Okay. So Marshall trying to say something. But anyway, so let's brew some coffee with a niche this morning and see. Okay. Maybe we might compare with other 83 grinders, but comes the design, man, niche is fantastic. I mean, this is, if you're looking for single dose grinder with great workflow, niche does an amazing job. Let me look at this. Okay, pretty cool design. I love this, the retractable cords as well. Okay, okay. Hold on a second. And they got 135% tariff. Hold on. Marshall said, Bruce, I saw a customs, okay, custom foam from somebody who ordered the niche, and they got, how? Because they are made in China, that's why? Yeah, let me know, okay? Yeah, let me know, Marshall. Yeah. I mean, the fact is that pretty much all these grinders, parts are made in China, so. Yeah, hold on a second here. Let's see here. Okay, the Kyle said, really enjoy the 078S, but I know it's hard for somebody go, okay, somebody go, the only espresso capable barista, okay. All right. Okay, Nafi say, I personally like the Gen 2 burrs better than SSP. All right. Okay. I mean, again, the fact is, a lot of grinders we like, I mean, most of them are, the parts are made in China. Okay. All right. Because it's not about the manufacturing. Manufacturing is based on the origin, okay? The origin of the machine, right? Even the niche is come from UK. So this is a UK-based company, but most parts are made in China. So yeah, makes sense, right? Okay, so which grinders are safe from tariff? What? A calf attack? Is it sure? Calf attack, right? We have Eureka as well. But I wonder, all the Eureka parts made in Italy? I'm not sure. Fianzata parts? And who knows, right? Yeah, I have no clue. Because we don't know, okay? I mean, Zorno, okay, here's the thing about the Zorno. We don't know how many components it made in US, okay? So, but I don't know how much, which means the parts are from China. I mean, I need to talk to Val next week, okay? Because I'm going to be in Houston. Mazur, yep, definitely Mazur, okay? Mazur for sure. I know they're made in, yep. Okay, so let's brew with Guatemala this morning, San Antonio, okay? Milk duds and graham cracker. Okay, and then chocolate. Sounds really good, isn't it? Yeah. Milk duds, graham cracker, and chocolate. Okay, we're gonna do. Let's go with the 18-gram dose. By the way, hold on. You know what? I got an interesting device. Can you guys see this? I have this little cup table here, but maybe better here with this angle, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Philos. Yeah. Philos, right? But I don't know. Okay, so with the Mazur Philos, so we're not talking about the traditional Mazur grinder. I know those grinders are made in Italy, okay, but the Philos, I'm not quite sure. Okay, I'm not sure all the parts are made in Italy or not. It'd be interesting to find out. Okay, let's go 18-gram dose for this. I'm using the niche duo right now. So this is a 83 millimeter flat. Okay. Okay, so yeah. But I mean, either way, it's still a lot, cheaper than coming from China directly. I mean, think about that fellow products. Okay, fellow products. I guarantee you, mostly made in China, all the fellow. WPM, I think WPM from Taiwan. Is it Taiwan? Yeah, Taiwan as well. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, guys. All right. Okay, it would be nice. Okay, udon niche duo is a good grinder. Components Meraki. Okay. Okay, hold on. So let's see here. Complement Meraki machine. And I mean, that's a lot of money for that. Okay. I mean, this grinder, single. So this is single dose grinder, works fantastic, but little loud. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a little loud, isn't it? So, sounds very hollow. Okay, sounds very hollow. If you look at the niche zero, I know some of you already have it. It sounds very smooth, soothing, but this thing has a lot of empty space in there. So, yeah. So pretty much what they did, they're going to take the niche and just make it a little bigger. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. I mean, it is loud. Okay. It's not the mic. I mean, it is it is the machine. Hold on. Let me hear from my monitor here. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn my. Okay. Oh yeah. Definitely. I mean, it is pretty loud. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. What's the Tariffs say? I can say a company based in Hong Kong. They're almost turned to China. I talked to my buddy CY this morning as well. In Singapore, CY say Hong Kong and Singapore and China has a good relationship, so he doesn't have to worry about it. So I mean, what's going to happen to even like Bravo machines, right? Or our favorite Barista Express? Yeah, what's going to happen to that? Because they're all made in China. Okay, even though they are based in Australia, but yeah. Okay. So Bruce say, yeah, just be clear, that came from the customer who deal with the niche, not the niche directly. Yeah. But again, the tariff is based on the origin of the parts. But you know what? I mean, I thought about it yesterday. In reality, it's not as bad as you think. Okay, I mean that's my thinking. Okay, it's not gonna be bad as you think because even though this is $800 on the retail price, but they're not going to tear up on $800. They're going to tear up on the cost of this, cost to make this one. How much to make? $200 to make, right? $300 to make, who knows how much, right? So based on that, based on the tariff, it's all depend on the company at this point, okay? All depend on the company. Company, so they want to make 200%, okay? They want to make 300% of the cost, or they're going to make 50%. Who knows, right? Who knows? So it's all dependent on the company's profit margin, okay? I mean, if you're gonna keep the same profit margin right now, which means that, yeah, it's gonna be very expensive, okay? But if they are going to, flexible with their profit margin for this time period, who knows, right? Which means we're not gonna see that increase much. But, okay, but one day increased, okay, and whatever that is, could be 50% increase, whatever. And once we custom to it, let's say tariff is over, I guarantee you, companies stay with the same price. Okay, all right. Okay, what's the Holly say? What's the Holly say here? Let's see here. Holly say. Okay, storage question. I can bring occupancy vacation. I can tape the. Yeah, you know what? I mean, all depends on the coffee. I mean, how long you gonna go on vacation, right? I mean, simply, I just bring it. Okay, just bring my coffee. That's it. Because, I mean, if you got a fresh roast coffee, that's a week ago. I mean, I like the rest about 3 weeks anyway. So this one I just opened it just now. It's been resting it 22nd. Okay, the roasted on March 22nd. So yeah. So, I mean, I like to, so if you are, unless if you are going for months at a time, your vacation for months. Hold on a second. So I'm buying a coffee from Colombia. Okay, go to Colombia, right? So you're gonna get a fresh roast coffee there. What? A few days to travel back, and they, all depends. If I were here, I'm gonna rest it for another week or so, and then if you really like that coffee, very high-end coffee, very expensive, freeze it using the food saver. Okay, using the food saver. All right, just or the vacuum seal. That's the ideal. If not, and what I like to do is, fresh roast coffee, one-way valve here. Get the vacuum cleaner, in a vacuum, sucked all the air out. I like to tape it over. Okay, I like to tape it over and then put that in the freezer. All right, and this should last for quite some time. All right, so here we go. So this is a milk duds graham cracker. Okay. All right. Here's a coffee. Let's give it a try. So this one is a milk dud tasting notes, which means, I don't know, I want more like, very low pressure. Okay. All right, and see how it goes here. So it's called, I said it's called 6 bar pressure, okay, as a pump pressure, 6 bar, all right. What does that mean? So that's the pump pressure from the pump, okay. And unfortunately, I have no idea what's the pressure in the group head, but again, 6 bar is about, it's about 9 milliliter per second, more like 9 or 7 milliliter per second there. So I'm gonna try that. Okay. There we go. Looks pretty good so far. I'm gonna go a little 42 gram at 19 seconds. This is a little under extracted. Okay. Yeah, a little under extracted. But I'm gonna try anyway. All right. And then let's do one more after that because I like to show you dialed in with niche grinder here. It is the especially sound of gear pump. It sounds pretty good. Okay, sounds pretty good there. So I do like the sound of gear pump. It's pretty cool. All right, let's give it a try. Okay, we have a Pim say, would DF54 would be a better deal with a single dose for flapper? Yes. Yep. Definitely compliment it. Okay. It's about $180. Okay. Because you don't need to buy too crazy. Meraki birds are pretty small anyway, like 40 millimeter. So yeah, that's what I would do. Instead of spending too much money, I go with DF54. But if you have extra money right now, okay, I don't mind getting a 64 millimeter, 64 flat. So you're gonna have more options for the bird option as well. So, if you can swing it, $400, I think I go with the DF64. If not, DF54. Okay, here you go. Cheers. Okay. I can tell it's under extracted. Has a nice graham cracker texture to it. All right. So from here, there's 40 gram with about 19 seconds. Yeah, about 19 seconds there. This profile. I need to go a little tighter. Okay. I want to go a little tighter here. Right now I'm at grind size about 2 clicks out from the zero. But I can go even farther than that. So I'm just going to go up to about 0 here. Okay. Let's do another 18 gram dose. Jiggy say, have you tried the pour over on the Windoogie? Yes, but well, my question is why? Okay. My question is why? Don't. All right. If you want to filter coffee, just to use your pour over. I know what you're trying to do, especially these machines. That's a nice option, right? But, so this machine is made for espresso. Just, it's a nice feature. Okay, that's for sure. Because the Windoogie can control the flow of especially saturated grip head with the gear pump there. You can control the flow really well. 1 milliliter per second. 1 milliliter is about equivalent to 1 gram. 1 gram per second, 2 gram per second. So you can go long as you want, all right? So you can do maybe 2 gram per second for I have no idea, 10 seconds, okay? And then you're gonna bloom for another 5, 6, and then followed by 3 gram per second for whatever, right? So you can actually program that, but I prefer pour over, the real pour over rather than using the machine. All right. Terry, yeah, I do like the gear pump. Do you swap birds frequently? No. For this one, I always stay at espresso. Reason is I have a lot of options here, right? If I have EK43, why, there's no point using the filter birds. Okay. All right. So, but niche duo is the only grinder you have. You have good options. Okay. All right. There we go. Like I say, it is a little loud. Quick pump here. But I bet you're gonna get used to it. Okay. Yep, we have a 3 bed, say, yep, 5 grinders, sure. I mean, that's the reason why people are buying grinders. Because you don't want to swap. I mean, I don't, okay, it doesn't take that long, maybe a minute to swap up the birds. Still, it is a little hassle, okay? But the filter birds is a lot better than espresso birds. That's for sure. All right, here we go. Okay, let's do that one more time. All right, we have let's see here. We have an essay say, do you take, no, I take my Express or Pro or Meraki. Okay, well, one of those three. I mean, if I'm traveling. Okay. So we changed my grind size on my niche duo. So let's put another shot here, guys. Okay. Same profile. Okay, much better here right now. Yep. Much better shot than before. Mm-hmm. Yep, 30 gram. 30 gram at 33 seconds. Okay. I mean, look at the shots. Yeah, because I want a little tighter shot with the chocolate tasting notes and not the peanut butter, milk duds. Okay. Yeah, so I want a little tighter shot there. It's just beautiful shot. Yeah. I don't mind go a little, tiny bit finer though, tiny bit finer. Here you go, cheers. Man, yeah, this is good. Okay. Very intense, in a good way. Yeah. Milk dud. Have you tried that milk dud? Has like weird texture in the end. That remind me of that as well. So yeah, so that's good shot there. I want a tiny bit coarse next time. Okay, not too much. Okay. Tiny bit, there we go. So I think I'll be okay next time. All right. I mean, by the way, you guys drink water right after you guys drink coffee? That's a good way to not having a coffee stain on your teeth. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty good habit to have. If not, you're gonna have a coffee stain. That's what my dentist told me yesterday. All right, let's see here. Holly say try the geisha for the first time yesterday. Okay, good job. Okay, now I know what flour tastes like. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, again, let's say Tariffs a good price. Okay, it is a good price to get China to. Yeah, yes, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So you can just pretty much I mean, the Chinese government is very smart right now. Okay, so I mean, you know what? They're gonna go after other countries, right? Okay. They're gonna go after other countries. So I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? Okay, who knows what's gonna happen? But it's gonna impact a lot of coffee companies, coffee manufacturer, company in Tucson, not the Tucson, but in U.S. That's for sure. I mean, every parts, coffee machines we love has a Chinese parts. So it's gonna be going up, but we don't know how much, right? Right now that's just the number, 145%. Okay, 145% 45% of the manufacturing cost, okay, the invoice price. So, well, we'll see. But if you want to buy Chinese goods right now, now is the time, right? Is it? I think now is the time to get. Okay, so Terry said, yep, you know, the E61 flow control kit in China is ultra cheap. How much is it? Like 50 bucks or so? 50 or 60 bucks? I mean, they make a lot. That's why. If you have a E61 machine, the flow control is a must. Okay, very nice to have. I mean, that's highly recommended. All right. It's about 200 Hong Kong dollars and, yep, 200 Hong Kong dollars. Okay, yeah, we have a 3 Baldi say. I'm sure Caftech isn't. I mean, it's made in Seattle. You know, this warehouse. Okay. I mean, it's not that big. I mean, you guys seen that at the Brian Kwan's video, right? Everything's all in-house. Okay, but I mean, think about it. I mean, who wants to pay $2,700 for a specialty grinder? The specialty coffee people would, right? You know, they gotta have it. But now, I mean, you want to spend $2,000 on your coffee grinder? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah. Me? No, I mean, yes, because, you know, fact is I have a YouTube channel. Okay. I mean, if I'm gonna, for me as a personally, if I don't have a YouTube channel, no, never. Okay. I mean, I'd be happy with my built-in grinder on my Bravo Barista Express. Okay. I'd be happy with that. But, you know, I mean, luckily, you know, I have the channel to showcase that. I mean, so I can justify my purchase, right? Okay, I can justify, but I mean, most of you watching, you know, unless coffee is your, okay, if your coffee is a hobby for you, it makes sense. It can make sense to spend a lot of money on it. But I mean, some of you just want to drink some good coffee. Okay, so here's the thing about this specialty grinder. Okay, specialty grinder, right? So if you love coffee, but you want something different, okay, which means the best way to get that is the different birds. Okay, different birds. Because way back when, you didn't have a lot of options back then, right? Back then we got the optional, we have a Cafetag, we have got a Weber. These are all $1,500 and up grinders. All right, and then we got the Varazza. You know, Varia was good, but that's still $900. Okay. All right, but okay. So now the company like Torrent, you know, like Joe brought Torrent to U.S. So we have a specialty grinder at affordable price, like $400 range there. So now people like, you know, I mean, people like us, right? Okay, I don't mind spending $400. Okay, I don't mind spending that money. So they got so popular. They got really, really popular last 3-4 years. All right. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I don't. Okay, if you're, you know, if I like coffee, I want something different. Spending $400 is not too much to ask. You know, $300, you know, $400. It's not a big deal. Okay, it is, but it isn't. All right. But now, the price is going to change. We don't know how much, like I said, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to be definitely less activities for sure. Okay. People are still going to buy Bravo machines. All right. Yeah. And the people are still going to buy, you know, Capotec as well. But I mean, they are the same people, right? So they are the same people. But most people is not going to spend the $400 grinder because there's no more $400 grinder. All right. Unless, okay, unless some other country pick up the slack, right? But who does that, right? I mean, China is the cheapest price in the world, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, where are they gonna go? Okay. Yeah, nowhere. Vietnam, perhaps, but I don't think Vietnam does not have the infrastructure to make, grinders, mass quantity. So next thing is Korea. Okay, you might want to think about Korea as well. But Korea, they're my home country. We are pretty pricey over there. So okay, very pricey. It all depends, but we'll see. Yeah. India, okay. Vienna, India, okay. Vienna, India might be, all right. I think they might have some infrastructure as well, but I mean there are billion people over there, so I mean they have no need to, export to U.S., right? Okay, hold on. Terry said now China government have price return when people are getting. Yeah, did you guys hear about that? I mean, did you guys hear about that? I mean, China is going to supplement what, $400 billion or something? Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, they are doing something for their people. All right. Blu-ray. Shout out to Blu-ray. It's bit. Yeah, Blu-ray. Is that you, Blu-ray? Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, it's the same Blu-ray I know. If it's the same Blu-ray, he has every grinder known to man. All right. Let's see here. Big shoulder. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Shoulder is on. Okay. If you guys have missed the shoulder grinder, I mean that is a. Hold on a second here. Hopefully they're still on sale right now. Shoulder coffee grinder. Yep. They got her here. So this is the slipper. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the there you go. So I'm gonna put this grinder on the live chat right now. Okay. So if you are watching my live chat, I pinned it. I'm gonna pin it. Okay. Make sure check out this grinder. Okay. So this grinder is from Amazon. It's called shoulder. Okay. 64 millimeter. For $139, folks. $139. 64 millimeter. All right. Okay. So I mean, if you're looking for cheap grinder, yeah, click the link. Okay. Yeah, click the link. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, $139. Get from Amazon. You know what? 64 millimeter flat. Make sure you get it from Amazon, okay? So if you don't like it, just return it after 30 days. So you got nothing to lose, all right? For $139, okay, come on. Can't beat it, okay? I don't know how long that price is gonna go up, but so here's a crazy thing about that grinder, okay? That's crazy. So they're selling for $139, okay? Which means they're selling it, they're retail for $139, right? Which means that what's their cost on that one? Okay, I mean, most manufacturers, they like to do what? 100% markup, right? Sometimes 200%. So what, $50 to make that one? Get $50 to make it? $60? Could be less, right? Could be 50. So I mean, that's the reason why I'm not too worried about huge price hike, because there's a lot of room to observe. Okay, there's a lot of room to observe the tariff, even with 100%. Okay, 140%. I mean, if the retailers are smart about it, okay, as long as they don't pass around all the costs to consumers. I mean, it's not going to be bad as you think. It's going to be bad, but it's not as bad as you think. Okay, I'm very curious, because I mean, a lot of Amazon products, they're usually 200-300% markups. Okay, easily. All right. I mean, those gadgets you guys buy, 200%, 300%. Okay, those markups are just crazy markups. All right. I mean, just like this one here. I got this one from Amazon. I bought for what, 15, 16 bucks? I mean, how much to make this one? What's the reality of this cost? $1 to make it? Okay. So yeah, the markup's gonna be huge markup. So yeah, my feeling is it's gonna be up, but not as bad as we think. All right. Gilbert got the shoulder last Saturday. Okay, Saturday. It choked my espresso machine on Sunday. Good. Okay, choking is good. Okay, which means you can go finer grind size. So it's not a bad thing. Okay, because I'd rather your grinder chokes on your machine than not choking it. Because if it's not choked at lower grind setting, which means you have no room to go down. Okay, all right. Okay, hold on a second here. Jesse say, I don't go. Okay, I don't go. Okay, I don't go to the Amazon route often anymore. So here's problem with AliExpress. I use AliExpress all the time. You can get a better price from AliExpress, but the returning policy is painful. Okay, they're painful. I rather pay extra, go through Amazon than AliExpress, but that's my personal point of view, because of return policy. All right. With the AliExpress, yeah. I mean, no, return is the key. Okay. It's not like, if I don't like something with the Amazon, click the button. You don't have to, even show shipping label. Just, take down to UPS, just drop it off. You're gonna get your money back within a day or so. But you know what you're looking for, okay? And you are going to keep it. I mean, AliExpress is fine, okay? That's for sure. All right. Hold on. Yes. Let me look for that dosing cup link for you, okay? Lightspear asked me about the dosing cup link. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Some of them I like. I'm trying to look for something attractive, but hold on, here I go. So this one is one of my favorite dosing cup, but I broke it. Okay, but so here's the link. There comes with 2 pieces. Okay, so let me put the link on the live chat for Lightspear. So this is the link. All right. Okay, I just posted. Okay, so I just posted the link there. That is the dosing cup. Okay, that's the dosing cup link. I mean, that is my all-time favorite. But I mean, I broke that one, within a month. But now I have some other stuff. But yeah. But again, I mean, so this is it's not even, it's made for tea. Okay, it's a tea doser. All right. I think James Hopperman made it very popular way back when, a few years back, right? He worked with the Rovramics. They come up with the dosing, kind of like dosing cup, dosing, whatever, dosing tray. Okay. But I mean, I don't want to pay $30 for that. So I was looking around, and then I found, something like that, okay, for like half the cost, not even. So that link I just posted on my live chat, 2 pieces for what, 18 bucks. So okay, let's see here. We have I like the color you have on the link, but yeah. Duke, what's the Duke say? Duke say, oh man, Duke is that Germany? Okay, there we go. I think a niche because they deliver solid result, reliable. Sure. Okay. Is that what a brand is? Yeah, Rovramics. Okay. I mean, that is the brand. That's a James Hopin. They come up with that dosing tray, but yeah. Niche is consistent. Okay, you can always count on. But if you're gonna buy niche, I like the niche zero over niche duo, okay, because there's a much better 83 millimeter grinders out there. Actually, no, not anymore, right? All depend on the tariff, okay. So who makes 80 millimeter plus? Nobody. Who's that? We got the DF grinders, Torrent, niche duo. That's it for the under $1,000. Okay, sub $1,000, under $1,000, and everything is beyond that. So yeah, so you don't have a lot of options comes to grinder wise. Flat, but I'm talking about flat. WPM makes one, but woke, but they are like way over 1,000. So yeah, so you don't have a lot of price. Yeah. Jesse has the Zero and SK40. So obviously Jesse liked the conical birds there. Yeah. SK40 is pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen it, they're solid. Zono is coming. Yeah, that's right. 80. Zono is coming up with 80. I'm going to be seeing at the Coffee Expo next week. Okay. Okay. So, no. Bruce, you gotta click the discount code. Once you click the link, and they have a $30 off coupon code there. That's why. The Marconi X54, that's right, X54. Yeah, that's 54 millimeter for Marconi. That's still what, $600-700 right now? Yeah, that's 54 though. Okay, you are stuck with a 54 millimeter. That's the reason why I like the 64. You have so many options with the 60. Even though most likely you're not gonna swap up your birds that often. Okay. And hold on a second here. Hold on. Bruce say, this is the breaking news here right now. Hold on a second here. They just raised the price overnight. Hold on. Shoulder. No, Bruce. Actually, no. It's a 169 plus $30 off, Bruce. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if you click the link, I have it. Yeah. So that's the 169 minus 30. Okay. So I mean, so this is what we are looking at right there. So this is the grinder. Hold on. Let me flip the camera. Hold on a second. This is a shoulder grinder, as you can see from here. I mean, it looks pretty cool, right? They look like the Mazel knockoff, like Bruce said. 169. I got a $30 coupon code. So you're gonna get 139 for this one. Yeah. So I mean, they're solid grinder. I know quite a few of you purchased that last few months. Okay, last few months back. So yeah, I know a lot of people got it. I have not reviewed that grinder yet. I know, but I think my buddy Randy joined me last time. I think I'm gonna have him again. Okay, so let's do the long. I'm gonna have him review the grinder for you guys. All right. Philos, another great grinder. Okay. Philos. Okay, so why is that better than? I mean, it comes to 139, so pretty much similar to DF54, right? But that's 64 millimeter. Okay, flat. You have more options as well. So it's gonna be better than DF54. I don't want to say better. It's definitely different. Okay, comes to price, it's about the same price. So yeah, it's about the same price. So I think if I'm gonna buy one, okay, choice between DF54 versus Shoulder, similar price. Man, I think I go with the DF54, if you ask me. I mean, if I'm gonna buy one grinder right now, okay, which means if I'm gonna drink one types of coffee, okay, one types of coffee, yeah. So, but again, can't go wrong with either of them. Price is right as well. Yeah. So, Linda, I pinned it. Okay, it's way on the top. All right, I pinned the comments. So again, if you are joining us, we just play with DF83 Duo. Okay. Okay, so Calvin say, Aeropress just clear XL. Hold on a second. Do I have an XL here? Hold on a second, folks. Let me see. We are looking for Aeropress. All right, hold on. Here we go. So this is an Aeropress clear. Okay. Okay, I know Kevin just mentioned about the Aeropress to release the XL. But so this is the clear version. XL means it's going to be large. Okay. So let me show you the clear look like. Okay. Okay. So this is an Aeropress clear. The XL is going to be bigger than this one. Yeah. Yep. So this is it. Okay. Okay. The clear version. So this is up to 4 cups here right now, but with the XL, I imagine it's gonna be what, double the size, right? It's gonna be a lot bigger. But so here's the thing about the clear one. It looks amazing right now, right? Okay, very clear, looks amazing. And if you use for a while, it's gonna get stained. It's gonna get scratched and stained. So I mean, I like the idea of XL. Okay, the clear one, but it's gonna be really fun to use in the beginning. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys buy something like this? Yeah, let me know. Okay, I mean, love to hear your thoughts on it. All right. I mean, there's no different than any other Aeropress. They're pretty much exactly the same, but they come up with a different size and different, same design. But this one happened to be clear as well. If I have the money, I definitely go with the Aeropress Premium. Okay, that's for sure. The Premium is made in glass. I think I definitely go with that Premium one. But they're like $150. Okay, that's $150 for that one. So. Let's see here. The problem with making all stainless steel is all the tightness as well. So this one is a lot more precise, a lot easier to manufacture. Even like glass ones, they're tough. Okay, tough to make that very precise. So, yeah. Is a premium? Yes, yeah, that's fine. Okay, because I know a lot of people are using the premium ones already, so far no issues there. Yeah. I mean, it looks very nice as well. I mean, you can buy the premium plus the premium stand as well. So think about it. You can get a nice Aeropress set for $300. Okay. If not, you can go with the $20 Aeropress. You're gonna get the same cup. All right. You're gonna get the same cup. Okay, folks. It's been about an hour. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna talk about the hand grinder later. Okay, next time. All right. Let's go with the hand grinder. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful rest of the day, and then maybe we'll do one more session later, right? Maybe play with, maybe hand grinders. Okay, hand grinders, not made in China, perhaps. Okay, guys. See you guys soon.